Well, to borrow a line from Monty Python, now for something completely different. With a career spanning more than 3 decades, songwriting powerhouse Elvis Costello is still penning tunes and entertaining fans. He's currently in Australia with his band The Imposters performing their spectacular spinning songbook theatre show. Monique Shafter found out how Elvis Costello keeps the creative juices flowing.
Do you have any idea how many songs you've written in your career?
It's got to be close to 400, I don't know. I say about 400. You can get to 150 over the course of a tour. That's more than many people have to begin with.
Oh, it's so funny to be seeing you after so long, girl.
Well, you know, recently we've been doing a show with a spinning wheel, a game show wheel with that calls for us to know about 50 songs for that game to work. We don't have any preconceived ideas about when a song is coming up.
Where it stops, nobody knows. Earthbound. That's girls that one with the defects of a main shrink rap sucky rig.
Can you remember why you started writing songs?
Because I couldn't do algebra? Yeah, probably that. You can find a tune running around your head and go, is that somebody's song? No, it's my song. I'm just writing it now, you know.
With a song like Oliver's Army, how did that come together?
I went to Belfast for the first time and saw people of my own age, from my own background, patrolling the streets. They were just lads, you know, and they were sent off to do the dirty work. When I was at school, you say, well, you can go skiing if you join the army. You also have to shoot people, you know. I just remember writing it on the plane, you know, coming back.
Thank you, I love you, and thank you for your songs and your friendship.
In Penny Lane, there is a barber showing photographs of every head he's had the pleasure to know.
You played Penny Lane for Barack Obama at the White House.
Well, I played it for Paul McCartney because it was in honour on the occasion of him receiving the Gershwin Prize, which is a Library of Congress medal for songwriters. The song is a very joyful song, Penny Lane. And it is. I chose it because my mother was born like a quarter of a mile from Penny Lane.
Penny Lane is a maze.
I wrote a number of songs with him about 20 years ago. It was strange, you know, to find myself, because I grew up kind of listening, you know, I grew up as a kid when the Beatles appeared, so like everybody, I was enamored of them, you know, just right away. So to suddenly find myself sitting across the table from when I was 30, it was amazing.
You worked with Paul McCartney on Veronica. Who brought what to the table?
Well, the story came from me, really, because it was my way of working out what was happening with my grandmother, who, since I had been relatively young, had been drifting steadily into dementia.
Veronica sits in her favorite chair. She sits very quiet and still.
I had the basic idea of how the music went, but he sharpened it up, and that was quite thrilling when it was like knocking ideas back and forward at speed, you know, and then going downstairs and recording them.
Every day, every day, every day, every day I write the book.
Is it true your parents named you after a priest?
My grandfather really named me after a priest, yeah, Father Declan, yeah. Yeah, they wanted me to be a priest. I was an altar boy, yeah. I was quite a holy boy, yeah. They went to the dogs, as they say in the end, yeah.
Yeah. And why did you change your name?
Well, Declan isn't a very easy name. You know, Declan does conjure a priest rather than a rock and roll singer, and McManus is a terribly hard name to get club owners to understand over the phone when you're trying to get a booking. You know, it sounds like you're going to turn up in a cable knit sweater and sing wailing songs, you know.
something I've always liked about you, in addition to your music, is your style. Is that something you've ever put thought into?
I've always just worn what I'm comfortable with. It's not a uniform exactly, but it's like if you go to work on a car, you might put your overalls on. Well, that's my suit when I go on the stage. Hats, I wore them all along. I like a lid, you know. As you get older, it's like keeps the sun off the head, you know. As like everybody in life, there's less hair, more face. You know, balances it out. Get a bigger guitar. You know, it's all illusions. You know, people take all that stuff too seriously.
So take a good